CBSE has approved class 10th board exams twice a year from 2026. The news was confirmed by the exam controller Sanyam Bhardwaj. The first phase is mandatory and the second phase is optional. The CBSE says the best score will be retained. That's a big and major development that we're bringing to you. CBSE now approving that class 10th board examinations are going to be held twice a year from the academic year 2026. This has been confirmed by the exam controller Sanyam Bhardwaj, and the first phase is going to be mandatory. All students, class 10th, will have to write the first board exam, but the second one is going to be optional, and the best score out of the two is going to, in fact, be retained. My colleague Samya Kapoor joins us from the newsroom. Samya, is this a welcome step? What are the parents' community, the student body, what are they saying? Of course, it does give them option of retaining the best score, something like a best 4 or best 5 that the 12th graders, have at their disposal. What's the latest? How can you help us?
Well, Kabir, firstly, this is a major change as far as the CBSE approving a class 10 board exams, having two options for themselves. As far as the students are concerned, they will now be able to take an examination either in the month of February, which is going to be mandatory. That is going to be the first phase. The second is going to be in the month of May. So if any student wants to try and improve their grades, which they may have scored in February, if they want to try and give themselves a chance, they will always have an option of reappearing for the same examination in the month of May. The assessment will take place only once, and of course this is going to be a huge relief for the students. This is in keeping with the National Education Policy 2020, where there were several of these stakeholders who got together and they were mulling over options as to how to try and bring down stress on the students and how they can possibly provide them with some options to try and improve their grades. And this is exactly what the CBSE has been mulling on for a very long time now. It has been in the talks, but now what we can tell you as we are breaking here at News9 is that the CBSE has given an approval for two examination options in one academic year. Now, whether at all the students would find this conducive, we will have to wait and see, but at the very outset it appears that this is going to be a welcome change. The student will always have an option to try and improve and better themselves. The flexibility is there for the students community and the parents, because the kind of stress that students were going under trying to take examination, that was being factored in very prominently when this education policy was being drafted, the NEP 2020. And this was one important criteria. As far as the board exams are concerned, class 10 CBSE has now gone ahead and approved as an option for the students to either appear in the month of February or May. But the February, which is going to be the first phase, that is going to be mandatory for them, and then they can have a choice. They do have a choice whether they want to go ahead and reappear in the month of May or not. The assessment will only take place once in the academic year. So big change, big shake-up over there, a welcome move. Well, we have to wait and see what is going to be the parents community and students reacting to this, or is it going to be viewed as an additional burden of sorts? Because if there are going to be an option, is there going to be peer pressure among students that they might want to take another test or not? Well, this is something that is going to be in the works for a while now, till we come to know how the students, the academic sections and the parents are going to respond to it.